This is Evan Irwin live from Charlotte, and
I played against a standard red-green deck with Gargadons, and I'm assuming Tarmogoyfs. I didn't see them. Treetops, Starfire, etc. And first game, he had a mulligan on the play, but he got me pretty low to 6, and then I drew my singleton locks in on Warhammer, and I equipped that up against Tarmogoyf, and apparently he had 5 points of burn in his hand, and I was at 6, and so the turn before he could do lethal. Tarmogoyf put 7 points in my life total, and yeah, from there winning was like academic. So in the game 2, I sideboarded out the Harmonizers again for 3 Chameleon Colossuses and a Warhammer. I just wanted guys that I could put down that would just block. He had Keldon Marauders in there and Treetops and stuff like that. I assume Colossus probably die, but it will at least take a guy and a burn spell. So I mean, it's fine with me. And game 2 he came out with Marauders turn 2 and Marauders turn 3, and it knocked me down pretty quick. But then I kept a 3-lander hand, and I never drew a 3rd land. But it was a hand with 3 Incinerates, 2 Goyfs, and a Scred, and it went all the way basically. So the Goyfs got to be like 5/6s eventually, and the Incinerates all those treetop villages before blocks and stuff. So it got in there. So
would you do anything differently against that?
Not that I can think of. I mean, maybe me sideboarding out Harmonize all these times is probably bad, but they're all aggressive decks that I played so far. So it's the slowest card in the deck. So people in the forums probably say how bad I am. I don't know, but it'll do what I do. So.
I lost the unlosable matchup. The match that I was waiting for, the big mana, any big mana deck. This one happened to be red-black goblin big mana with like Marsh Flitters and Siege Gang Commanders. Pretty much, I'm about 2 full turns quicker than they are if I draw burn spells. Game 1, I had 2 Howling Mines in play for 3 full turns, so I drew 9 cards. Out of those 9 cards, didn't draw a burn spell. Had I drawn a burn spell, I could have dealt him 7 damage, flipped up a Spine Rock Knoll, Sulphurous Blast, and 10 for 1'd him, because he had so many goblins in play. And that would have been disgusting. Game 2, I kept a Lotus Bloom, a Storage Land, 2 Sulphurous Blast, Molten Disaster, Shock, Incinerate, which is pretty much the nuts 1-land hand. So if I draw a land, then I can't lose. So of course I don't draw a land for the 5 turns or 6 turns that it takes him to kill me. I made the mistake of looking at the top cards of my library, and I wouldn't have had another land for another full 5 turns. So I guess I should shuffle my library a little bit better. But them's the breaks, I guess. Bad luck happens.
So at my show on Monday, I was hoping someday you'd be on your way to better things.
I lost to blue-black Fairies. Game 1, I didn't actually really resolve a spell. Not to my recollection. I might have incinerated or shredded a fairy, but he had turn 2 Bitter Blossom all 3 games. I didn't really resolve a spell. He double-clicked me. It wasn't pretty.
So what did you sideboard at the round?
I sided in some Pyroclasms, a mixture of Chameleon Colossus, and I don't know. I don't think I changed anything else there. I just look at the disasters and the things that hit the ground. I added another Void. Game 2 I won via Treetop Villages, because since I obviously did not resolve a spell the first game, so we were going on no spell. So he played Bitter Blossom, and I just played Village, and attacked through.
So game 3 had to be epic.
Game 3, I resolved 1 spell, a Siege Gang Commander. It got nameless inversion the following turn. It seems like if that deck gets ahead of you, I don't know. I don't have much sideboard for it, so it's kind of rough. If it's mono black fairies, it's way easier. But he countered my Colossus turn 3 both games. He has flash freeze, rune snag, and command, and sprite, and click to take the turns off. So it's a lot of counters.
Anything you do differently?
I don't know. Maybe Bitter Blossom is. I don't know. Maybe maybe I should play Ancient Grudge, or not Ancient Grudge, Crozen Grip, something to remove it. But I'm not sure. He's right. There's not many fairy decks. There's more of the Muldrifter decks, where my sideboard, like of a Chroman, extirpates better. But I can't really justify putting anything in for the fairies. But I think it's winnable matchup. Maybe game 4.